The Aircel production saloon car race, the large saloon cars, very interesting prospect indeed. Roger Eccles is on pole position in the 190 Merc, but a very special interest to viewers here at RTE is the car which will be in 11th position on the grid, the Aircel Capri of John Hayes. And we have a telephone in that car, and we hope now to be able to call up John Hayes, who had a problem in practice. John, can you hear me? So John is, you can see him just coming down the hill. John, you had a problem in practice, I believe.
I hear sound is very faint, unfortunately. I can't really hear you at all.
Well, he's having difficulty hearing me at the moment, but John, I know, had a gearbox problem in practice, and that puts him down in 11th on the grid. There's our pole position man, Roger Eccles, and so he had a fabulous victory 2 weeks ago at Phoenix Park. Very experienced man indeed, superb, about 190 brake horsepower Mercedes. Alongside him
Tom, I wonder, could I interrupt you there just for one moment? Maybe it's 10 P01 for the phone.
So that was in fact John Hayes, who's answering the phone in the Aircel car, back in 11th position. They're ready to go, and away we go.
Yes, and a very good start by Eccles. He has it in there by a car length, and Derek Shorthall in the blue car having a look at the inside. Mercedes really good on the brakes, and Shorthall just outbrakes Cullen in the yellow Escort there. So it's Eccles in the lead as they go through to the left-hander. Cullen just on the tail of the blue Capri of Derek Shorthall. But it's Roger Eccles, straight from his sensational win, as Alan said, in the Phoenix Park. This car, an unusual one for Ireland, that we don't have any of the 192. Oh, and he's got very sideways in there, went very, very wide indeed. In fairness to Eccles, he missed the boat on Friday, so he didn't get any practice here. So he arrived just to walk the track. He had a quick run around last night, 2 laps, and then went straight into practice. And there at the moment he has a 3-car lead over the double sexton champion Derek Shorthall in the 3-litre Capri at the moment. But let's not give up on Derek. He knows it's a long 10-lap race, and he can harry in there deep on the brakes. Derek doing very, very well to get in that close. And a little bit of inside there, Brendan Conlon trying down the inside of Dunlop there in the black Escort.
And the noise you're hearing is actually the noise from inside John Hayes' Aircel car, which is just going through picture now, trying to make up places down in the middle of the grid. But Roger Eccles undoubtedly leading, Derek Shorthall holding well. There's John Hayes just in the middle of the pack. There's Cullen in 3rd position. Hayes now up to 7th. So let's just give you the order as they come out into the country for the 2nd time. And what a drive by Derek Shorthall in the Healy's Capri.
And you can hear John Hayes there giving out like business. He's flashing the lights. He wants them to move over. Don't forget, 11th position on the grid is not normal for John. Can you hear us there, John? He won't move over. That's what you can hear John Hayes saying in the background. He won't move over. Well, you just have to find a way around him, John. But look at Shorthall really pushing the Merc now. Now the Merc is superior on the brakes, but Derek has the experience around Mondello. He's really on the bumper of the Merc. He is in the boot of the Mercedes. He's pushing him at the moment. There's John, just gone through camera shot there, and he's really working hard. Don't forget, a lot of these cars, there's only a half second in the difference between them, and John is really fighting hard, flashing the lights at mad like Brendan Conlon. Derek there has lost the advantage he had at Dunlop. There is John Hayes there with the headlights full on behind the black Escort. He's really pushing Conlon, and you can hear his voice in the background saying, "Move over, Brendan, I want to get through." He's going to try him on the outside now. This is a very brave move. He's having a look at the inside. Now, this is one where the Capri should have the superior power, but Conlon at the moment, number 26, is holding the centre of the road.
Meanwhile, Derek Shorthall puts on a mighty battle with the Merc, and look at this battle. Just behind them you've got the 2 Capris of Thomas McGovern and Jerry O'Riordan. Jerry O'Riordan is in number 4, but we're now watching the John Hayes car. And Shorthall on the outside, Des Cullen right behind. Then we've got Jerry O'Riordan, then Thomas McGovern. And then the black Capri with John Hayes right behind them. And off goes Brendan Conlon in a desperately dangerous situation, high in the was an absolute miracle that he wasn't clipped by any of the following cars.
Well, Hayes is up into 6th place now. He's got rid of Conlon still driving with the headlights on, and these are their leaders: Eccles, Shorthall, Cullen, and Shorthall there making a dive for the inside. The Mercedes very late on the brakes, and Derek is right on. Now watch this, watch for the black car on the right of your screen. He gets on the grass, he starts to spin back into the oncoming traffic. John Hayes just gets by. The Moulin in the red has to dive down for the inside, and as Alan said, how everybody missed him. He gets a bit anxious here, too much power there, and spins it. And look at Shorthall, he's pushing and bumping, he's letting Eccles know I'm here and I'm going to have a go. He's having a look up the inside, and all this time the wily old Des Cullen. Now Derek trying the inside of the Mercedes, but the superior power, the 190 brake, and all the time Des there urging the little Escort on. Now the Escort is superior on brakes, so let's see if they go through. There is our camera car, that is John Hayes.
Tremendous crowd there in 3rd place by Des Cullen, who only bought this car at Phoenix Park. He's been racing for 28 years, and my goodness, it's as sprightly as anything. So Roger Eccles pulling away a little bit now from Shorthall. Let's listen to John Hayes.
We caught a bit on there, that's all I think.
You just see him in picture there, a flash. He was the 3rd of the white Capris. And meanwhile, Shorthall is putting on the attack again as they come up to Dunlop this time. Shorthall looking on the outside. It's not the place to do it. And definitely these Capris are a little bit more sprightly round the back. It's probably due to second knowledge. There's Hayes now. He's come up a place. He's past Tom McGovern. So Hayes is now in the middle of this Capri sandwich. If he finishes in this position, he's going to win the championship.
Yes, a tremendous drive by John there to get through the traffic. As I say, there's only about a half a second between all these Capris. He's got by McGovern, he has his sights set on the other white Capri in front, but meanwhile up front is the Mercedes, still under pressure from Derek Shorthall, and Derek still under pressure from Des Cullen. And here's the battle down, the headlights still blazing up the aircell car of John Hayes.
So as they are on now their 6th lap of this 10-lap race, the order is Eccles, Shorthall, Cullen, Jerry O'Riordan, then John Hayes, and then Thomas McGovern. Roger Eccles, a very experienced international driver indeed, particularly specialises in long-distance events. Was competing in the Tourist Trophy race at Silverstone last weekend. He's also taken part in the Spa 24-hour race and indeed on the Nürburgring 24-hour race. There's John Hayes, lights ablaze. And it's amazing that the man has time to talk in the middle of all this antics. He's certainly now putting ahead of Tom McGovern. Jerry O'Riordan is going to be a more difficult subject because O'Riordan, a very experienced stock car man before he came into racing about 3 or 4 years ago. There's O'Riordan just going through picture. Meanwhile, Roger Eccles can seem to very much command the race in this part of the circuit. You can see the superior power of the Mercedes. Very solid indeed for the Mondello track as compared to the rather soft-looking Capri. There's Hayes, one headlight ablaze. And you can hear the sound of the V6 Ford 3-litre Capri roaring. Shorthall locking brakes as he comes back into the arena area, and this is where he seems to make up considerable ground on the Mercedes. And Derek Shorthall now in a pretty good position as he comes up the hill to Dunlop. Des Cullen amazingly still hanging on to them. McGovern with an awful lot of smoke coming out of his car behind. Shorthall actually pushing the Mercedes now.
Yes, and Derek has really got his act together. He really got it through the S's there, Alan, and could make it. He knows this track backwards. He knows exactly how far he can get right into that Dunlop corner on the brakes. But the power of the Mercedes right down the straight, and the cheeky little Escort of Des Cullen hanging onto the bumper there of Derek Shorthall. There, and John Hayes is actually coming under pressure from Thomas McGovern. We can hear him in the background, that you can hear as he's talking away to himself, giving out to himself as he makes mistakes. If he misses a gear, McGovern will be all over him. locking wheels there, Eccles.
And really one of the performances this race is undoubtedly Des Cullen. That's just, of course, a 2-litre car compared to the 3-litre cars in front of him, and this very sophisticated Mercedes indeed. You can see possibly a little bit of inexperience in this circuit showing from time to time as Roger Eccles goes a little bit offline as he came into that left-hander there. But the car is so advanced, so sophisticated, very low indeed, as you can see as it squats down on the ground. John Hayes, the second of these two, is pulled away a little bit again from Thomas McGovern. Remember, an absolutely frantic gearbox change after this morning's practice, which had him right back in 11th place in the grid. And we're just looking at Eccles nearly overdoes it. He's twice been in problems there.
Yes, Eccles coming in very, very deep in the corner with these BBS brakes, but Hayes under pressure all the time from McGovern, which is letting Jerry O'Riordan get away and hold his 4th place very well. Eccles there, the Shanahan-sponsored Mercedes, organised by Liam O'Reilly, a good friend of Ted Shannon. Ted, an old member of the Leinster Motor Club. Liam decided to invite Roger over on behalf of Mercedes Commercials here and talked his good friend Ted into paying the boat fare, so they're doing well today. Roger Eccles enjoys, and look at the way Derek Shorthall is really pushing that 3-litre Capri right to the limit, locking the inside front wheel as the weight goes on. Now here's where he has the chance. He has it through the S's there, the tail steps out and he can climb right all over the bumper of Eccles and give him a little push. That smoke you see we thought was from John Hayes' car. It's actually Jerry Reardon's car as he goes through that heaven. They're having a look at the inside. Everybody's having a look at the inside.
And on they go to the last lap, and what a sensational lap it will be. It's anybody's race still. Now this is where the Mercedes has to watch out. He leaves us braking desperately late each time. Cullen trying to go down the inside of Shorthall there. And there we have Jerry O'Riordan just ahead of John Hayes and Tom McGovern, still in the same order. Then De Moulin behind that. Out they come into the country. The Mercedes has an enormous advantage every time in this part of the track, but he loses it again when he comes into the twisty bits. And again, too wide in that corner, and this is where Shorthall is making up, and this is the real experienced man at Mondello. He's had a 2-year layoff, remember, Derek Shorthall, but he's right back on form, this former production saloon car champion. Now, can he get close enough in this section of the course? I don't somehow think so, to get up the inside into Dunlop. I think it's going to be Eccles' race.
Cullen getting really out on the edge. You can hear John Hayes in the background saying, I can't seem to make any headway at all. Jerry O'Riordan is sitting there just pulling away from Shorthall, having a look at the inside as they come down to the flag. The flag is ready and out goes the audit. The escort just tried to pip Derek Shorthall, but I think Derek got second. So Eccles first, Shorthall second, and